everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts, and today, guys, I'll be reacting to the Arrow Sins of the Father trailer that was just released today. I'm really excited to watch this because I was predicting in my review for Arrow Unchained, the newest episode that aired this week. Links in the description for that review, and I was saying that I was hoping that the next week's episode is going to be just right to the point. Okay, Oliver, if you want to save Thea, you have to kill Malcolm Merlyn. That's what Nyssa was saying to him. So I'm hoping that's what this is all about. I'm assuming it is just by the title of it. But regardless, without further ado, Arrow, Sins of the Father trailer. Let's jump into it now. Let's see what it's all about.
My sister is dying.
There's only one way to prevent that. I want you to kill Malcolm Merlyn.
Okay.
What's unfolding here, it is bigger than my daughter. We're all backed into a corner, Malcolm.
There will be war.
Ooh.
And the streets of your home will run red with the blood of our enemies.
Okay. Alright.
For this, you must kill me.
She's screaming again.
Let's finish this.
Ooh. Okay. That suit. Dun, dun. Alright. I just wanted to run it all out. I was like, nah, I could stop it, but nah, run it. Anyways, so let's get into some predictions for what I think what will happen in next week's episode. So, if you don't want to hear predictions, click away. But overall, like, before I get to my predictions real fast, good trailer. I really do enjoy it. Setting up some pretty nice stuff. So we'll see what happens. I got a couple of theories. So anyways, let's jump to theories based off of what we saw here from this trailer. So, Malcolm, a.k.a. Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it, will be facing off Oliver with swords. We already know we saw what happened last time when Oliver faced off against the last Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it. He got stabbed. He almost died. He should have died, but, you know. So, that's going to be interesting. But my theory is they've kind of worked out a plan where Malcolm and Oliver are going to be fighting, but they're going to end up betraying Nyssa and getting the thing and saving Thea. My personal thought, because Malcolm wants to save his daughter and Oliver wants to save his sister, so they're going to pretend to be at war, and he's going to pretend to be on Nyssa's side, and then when Oliver fights Malcolm, then they're going to switch sides, and he's on actually Malcolm's side, and then boom, explosions, and everything goes to shit. They get the thing from Nyssa that's supposed to save Thea, and they save Thea. That's my personal theory for that. And with the title Sins of the Father, and this is confirming that it's probably going to be related to Malcolm Merlyn, but I got a couple other theories about that. So at the ending of Arrow Unchained, spoilers for Arrow Unchained if you've not seen the newest episode with Roy Harper returning. That's not a spoiler, they already confirmed it. So and on that episode, the very end, the calculator who was the villain of this week, he was basically manipulating Roy and all that kind of stuff. Turns out his daughter is Felicity, and Felicity turns and sees him, and she's in her wheelchair, and she goes, Father, Papa, and then it ends like there's no dialogue in between them except for that, Papa, and so you think there's going to be something going on with there, because I'm assuming she'll find out that was the villain we were facing last week at this point now in the episode. Like, we were facing you in Unchained, and you were the one manipulating Roy, and they're probably going to figure that out. So Sins of the Father for that, plus Sins of the Father for Malcolm Merlyn and Thea. My third prediction of Sins of the Father with that title, that Felicity will find out, hypothetically, Felicity will find out at the end of this episode for Sins of the Father next week that Oliver's been lying about why he's been going to Central City, and that he has a son. English, bad. I had a bad day. Anyways, so I have a theory that's gonna come to the forefront, because on the crossover episodes between Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, setting that show up, in the first run through of the timeline before Barry fixed everything, because it all went to shit the first time, she finds out that he has a son. And then the second run through, where they actually correct it and everything's all right and everything's at least good on Arrow and Flash side, he doesn't tell Felicity, I have a son. So I'm assuming that's going to be the big cliffhanger at the end of next week's episode. She's going to find out in some sort of way Oliver has a son, and he's been lying about it. So on top of Malcolm Merlyn and Thea, the Sins of the Father and all that kind of stuff, and He's a bad dad, obviously. The fact that the calculator is actually Felicity's dad, there are some issues there, sense of the father. The Oliver son thing will come to the forefront. If not next week's episode, it has to be soon. It has to be, because we're building up to something massive here, and they've been kind of teasing it a little bit, but they got to bring it to the forefront, because you gave the big reveal that he has a son. It's his biological son. She actually had the kid and all that kind of stuff. He finally finds out. You got to get to the point. You've been kind of holding it off. Get to it. So anyways, that's my thoughts. I'm really excited for next week's episode. Unchained was a fantastic episode. I really enjoyed it. It was really jam-packed and awesome, and I really enjoyed all the things that were going on in the episode. So many things, but they were able to connect it and able to make it cohesively work to the point where it didn't feel over cluttered with so much story, like story A, story B, story C. You know, you had the calculator, you had Roy coming back, you had Thea in trouble, and all this kind of stuff, and Nyssa breaking out. There was so much stuff going on, and Katana showing up, and Shadow showing up. So many things, but they made it all work, and it felt like a massive episode of Arrow. And I'm hoping next week's episode, and continuing until the end of season 4, every episode's massive. I'm hoping. Anyways, that's my reaction, my thoughts about this this trailer, and hopefully for next week's episode. I'm so excited. What do you guys think about this trailer? What do you think about my thoughts? What are your theories about next week's episode, Sins of the Father? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching my video, and check out my review for this past week episode, Unchained. It was really awesome. Really enjoyed the episode. Thank you guys for watching. That was my second plug of the video. Okay, done rambling. Bye.